Hi everyone, and you're so much welcome to today's tutorial. I still remain your shoemaking made easy tutor. Odurole Mojibola. Now I need you to know that this is actually the part 4 of this our beautiful bling 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 girl sandal. Of course, I've taught on the front part, the back part. I've also taught on how to actually go about creating the upper. So today we are definitely going to be looking at how to last how to last the front part as well as the back part. If you're watching my channel for the first time, all we do is make shoemaking easy and simple for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Sit back and I'm gonna be right now. What we are going to be doing is we are going to be, of course, lasting the front part, and I need you to really follow me on this. Since we have already created our insole the way we ought to, you can see I've cut through all of the places I'm going to be using. I have already taught on how to do this previously, so just wait till the end of this video and I'll be sharing with you the link so that you can just click the screen and go ahead and watch how to go about that, or you go right into the description of this video just to view that particular link on how to actually process your insole like what I have right here. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to be holding this down. You can decide to use a nail, you can use a stapler. So if you're actually going to be using a nail, you can actually use an 1/2 inch nail like what I have right here, or you go ahead and use your stapler. I have a big stapler that I can actually use for that. Although this seems very easy because I'm just going to be placing and just stamping it. And also this too is quite easy. Just make sure you align it properly. That is the most important thing. Make sure I align this properly. Yes, make sure it's properly aligned. You can see that this bulgy part is not like you're having space. There's no space from the insole coming out, so it's supposed to align properly. I need you to see this is still the bulgy part, so just make sure that it's aligned properly well. So with this I can then go ahead and then place my nail and then hammer it down, you understand? And if of course we are going to place it right in here and then hammer it down. That's that. And if I'm using a stapler, it's still going to be the same process. I'm going to take my time to also align it front and back so that I don't have a deformed bling summer baby girl sandal. So let's go. With this we are perfectly okay, and then we can go ahead and begin to last. Now thank God that we already know where we are going to be stopping, so that is definitely not an issue for us. Now of course this particular one is not for this leg, because if you look at it you find that from this particular curve, which is actually supposed to be our center line, to this place looks longer than this particular side. So I'm going to be exchanging it for this. So, and also I notch it just to demarcate which this one actually is for this side. So let's go ahead and position it on our vamp. Then we are gonna go ahead. Our first assignment is to first of all align it right here and then right inside here. That's our first assignment, although I'm going to actually take my time to go ahead and all of this side I'm going to try and apply the contact cement adhesive, as well as on all of this I'm going to apply the contact cement adhesive all around it. You can see that I've cut off all the pleats that are there. You can see I've trimmed them off. Of course, I would try to quickly go ahead and grind those places so that it can be smooth enough to lay flat by the time I start lashing. I've already marked where my vamp point is so that I don't have one of the legs, looking different from the other. So I'm going to go right in here first, pulling it firmly. You can see this. Then I'm going to come to this other side and do the same. So that's what I have right there. I'm sure you can see that. So we're going to move gradually. I think I need you to understand that. We're going to move gradually. I don't need this SS. I don't need it. So I'm going to try as much as possible to open this up. I'm going to open this up because I'm not using it yet. You see, I didn't stitch it, so it's easy for me to quickly open up this way. So I'm going to go ahead and begin to last, first of all, the lining. That's what I'm going to be starting with. And please don't forget, when you begin to actually do all of this, don't forget, please, that when you're cutting, make sure you cut the stretchy part of your lining, you know, being on this side. Because if you cut the side that is not stretchy, because when you want to create this kind of style, it's important that you get a kind of leather that when you pull, it can at least pull. You understand what I'm saying? So your lining must also be like a stretchy one. Now let me show us what I mean here, just like a reminder. So this, if you look at this particular material, you can see that this is stretching. Now let me stretch the other side of the grain. Can you see that it's not stretching like this particular one? If I make the mistake of actually using this side, I may not be able to pull it quite well. You understand? So that's why you find out that this stretchy part is what I have facing this side, which is the side I'll be pulling over. So join me as we go on this journey of actually trying to place this. So now it's dry. I just want us to see how you can actually position it to make it easy for you to be able to actually last it. So now I am going to try to, with this, I can pull easily. You understand? I'm going to pull it over it. I'm going to come to this side and do the same thing. I'm going to pull this. You can see them all aligning. I will pull this as well. Pull this. And make sure all of them are in proper shape. I'm sure you can see that. So this other part too, I will do the same thing. If I need to open a side up, I will definitely do that just to be able to fit it in appropriately. So you can see that, you can see what all of this looks like. So it's easy for me to cut off all of the pleats that we have there now. I'm sure you know it will be easy. So the next thing is to just begin to pull this over. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and apply my contact cement adhesive on all of this side as well. All of this side as well. So by the time I apply it, I'll just move it swiftly over this one. Then I'll be able to, you know, finally cover this back. Of course, I'm going to cut all these pleats off so that it will be beautiful. All right, they are dry and tacky now, so I'm just going to go ahead and then place them right on top of it. So let's go gently. So I'm going to allow it to form. You understand? It will form that shape there. Then I can easily remove each and every of my pin, of the staple pin, then try to work on all, this crease that I'm having all around. Although I need you to know that the crease also has to do with the kind of leather I use. If it was a very stretchy leather, it would definitely stretch just like the lining. So your choice of leather also affects the kind of results you get at this point. So, but with this, I'm going to of course hold it down. It will have formed so well, you understand. Then I will then take my time to adjust it properly again. So that's the essence of that staple pin right there. It's actually majorly, as you can see that it still has a lot of crease. Of course, I'm definitely going to do work on it. If this side can be like this, and this side can actually be like this, then this can actually be worked on. So just permit me to put like this, and then I'll come back and show us how it looks like. So you can see. So for the back pattern, we are still going to go through the same process we used for the front, and we are going. I've applied the contact cement adhesive, of course, just the same process, but I just need us to actually see this. So don't forget, we have marked the appropriate place as well for this, so we don't have anything to worry about. So all we need to do is just make sure it comes in here. Sure you can see that. Then on this side, same thing. Then we go ahead with the other part. So you can see what I have right here. Ensure this aligns at the center. So you can see what this looks like. Of course, if you want to, because of the kind of leather we have, if you want to decide to actually leave this way, you are going to remove. I'm going to suggest that, of course, one should take one's time to pleat it and make it look perfectly pleat. But for me, I'm still going to actually remove, like I said earlier, I just want it to stay for some hours. It will have formed very well. Then I can then reduce and work on some other part of it. But in the meantime, this is actually a very good one. And then for the outer sole, I'm going to go ahead and then use this for my outer sole. It's still the same one I use for the it's still the same one I cut out from this particular sole. You know, if you have not actually watched that video, please go ahead and watch it right away. So many people have asked me, what do you do in your weekend class? Now what we do is we can decide to pick a design like what I'm teaching you now, and we go through all of the processes like I'm showing you, and then we learn how to create from pattern to lacing to bottoming and all of that. That's what we do. So, and some weekends, of course, what we do is we actually discuss about marketing. We discuss how to increase our sales. You understand? Those are the things we do. It's a community where you can actually share your experiences, be a blessing to others, and at the same time you will also be learning, unlearning and relearning as well. So thank you once again for joining me today, and I still remain your most wealthy shoemaking made easy tutor, Ojurole Mojibola. Thank you once again. See you next time. Bye.